Another alien rant video?
What?
You better believe it. You better believe it, buddy.
Woo!
You better believe it. I really wish this show gave us a lot more than we got from the individual alien creatures. And the lackluster finish with the season finale with the plant creature, the one that just swamped this black girl with one move. I wanted more from that alien. Because they teased that dude right from the start. They teased us with TOSLS first. They teased us. We got a sense of what it could do with the cat. Just a slight sense. But when it came to human beings, we only got that in episode 5. So right from when we saw TOSLS invade, take over the cat, or Semi saw the after effect of that and tried to take over Nibs, or the gingerhead hybrid. Since then, 2 creatures on the alien list people were looking forward to, like myself, looking forward to seeing their full potential or see what they're fully capable of, is the TOSLS and the plant thing that's stuck to the ceiling. What I wanted more from the show is to explore what each creature was capable of. They put a sheep inside a container and unleashed the TOSLS on the sheep. I would have thought that they would have done the same thing for the plant creature. We already saw from episode 5 what the ticks were capable of with Chibuzo, examining whether they would eat or drink blood from a dead rat. So we've seen what they're capable of, but I wanted like different montage, different clips of each alien being tested with specimens or being tested with livestock or with different elements and whatnot. So the same way we saw Chibuzo feeding the ticks to dead rats. I wanted something special for the plant creature. At least show what the plant eats or how the plant alien eats. But instead we got the lastminute.com, finishing move where it just crawled on the wall a little bit and then jumped on the black lady. This show is so bad that I don't even know if I want to spend more time just attacking the nonsense, because the failsafe wasn't even there. Like when the window got cracked, there was no alarm like, oh, something has penetrated the infrastructure or the stability of the room. Whatever, man. Just wanted to talk about TOSLS and the other aliens. I feel outside of the xenomorph, because I'm bored of the xenomorph the same way I'm bored of the alien creature in the Predator.
What?
So I was looking forward to seeing what the new alien species introduced in the Alien Earth show are capable of. To see how well, how good they kill.
Damn, son.
See how well they multiply, what neat tricks they have. I know the ticks can spin webs. They drink blood really fast. They can kill their target really, really quick. Like the 2 soldiers that were cuffed to the wall by Morrow. When the first tick took down one of the soldiers, I think it was down like in under a minute. Like I think it was literally either a minute or 2 minutes. That's a fast kill time. Yeah. Very fast kill time. Not as fast as the xenomorph in this one. The first xenomorph that got its head chopped off by Wendy. But that's a fast kill time. That's a very, very fast kill time.
That's right.
And then we have the non-organic material eating bugs. Those ones, because of the acid that they spit, right? I'm curious to know if that acid only works on inorganic material, or because it's acid, it'll work on either flesh or inorganic material. Again, this is something I'd have liked to have seen, either a visual or have Kirsch having a conversation with Isaac or Toodles, whatever his name is. Also, I wonder why the show misled us to think Kirsch was the one that set up the whole thing of Isaac going into the laboratory, because he knew when he called Isaac, he knew that Isaac was with the other 2 hybrids, but he asked Isaac if there's anyone else there with you. He said no, just him. He asked specifically about Curly. He said again, no, just him.
You ain't lying.
He had the camera to watch everything, right? And when he saw Isaac going into the room, he could have easily dialed up Isaac, say, hey, whatever you're doing right now is stupid.
Hello?
Are you in the lab?
No. You left, so...
I had to fly to the mainland for a few hours.
You're a super AI computer, super android, super hybrid, whatever thing. You still have a child's mind, cool. But whatever you are doing is incompetent. Just open the door and slide the tray in, or never mind about the tray. When I come, I'll feed the bugs myself.
What do you need me to do?
The creatures need to be fed and watered. Check the data from last night, then pick the next experiment from the list. Is Curly with you?
No.
And if Isaac was like, no, I want to do it myself so I can prove yada yada yada, all he had to do was just lock down that bug's room and override the controls from his little tablet thing.
Willingly?
Yes.
I know some people would say in some of the alien movies, there's a level of stupidity people can handle. You could have done the best to keep your alien species contained, but the first ones to get out or to wreak havoc on the whole program would have been the two bugs that eat inorganic material. Thankfully, I'm not the only one who asked the question, what material was it built out of that they couldn't just simply eat their way out?
That's a good question.
Step by step, follow protocols to the letter. The scientific method is a method, not a suggestion box.
I would have thought those were the first two to get out at least. So you could show that Kirsch, Boy Cavalier, and everyone else did their best to keep everything well contained. Reinforced glass, reinforced metal and whatnot. And it just took the two bugs who they thought wouldn't be a threat to chew through one or two things, and then game over.
I have to go. Kirsch needs me for something in the lab.
Should I come?
Nope. I got it.
But I guess you could argue that, well, because the bugs don't have the same intelligence as Teocellus or the Xenomorphs, so that's why they didn't chew through their containment.
Come on, don't bullshit me.
If you want to use that excuse, cool. But if your thing is to eat inorganic material, it would have made sense, right? If Kirsch told Isaac to make sure he gets Curly so that she can supervise him feeding those two bugs, because if they don't get fed every so often, every number of hours during the day, they'll get hungry and peckish and then crawl out of their little cave thing, wall, moss, whatever thing, and then eat the containment they're in. That would make more sense, because that shows that they weren't fully prepared to contain those kind of creatures that eat inorganic material. But the show didn't even use those bugs to its advantage to at least rain full carnage on the island, despite the people being as careful as possible to make sure they contained these creatures as best as possible. Because to say the island was uniquely built to secure each and every one of these species, that's too much. That is too much, because that means everyone else knew about Mr. Boy Cavalier's plan to sabotage the spaceship and then have it crash in Prodigy County. Then have the hybrids go and retrieve. It's too much of a convenience, too much of a perfect plan. There's no way he knew that spaceship was going to crash land in his sector. No way. Yeah. No way. He didn't even know it was going to crash land. I assume maybe he did. Maybe he hacked into it and realized that there were things going on. But I don't think he knew it was going to enter the Earth's atmosphere the exact way it did. So luckily for him, the crash didn't, cause an explosion in the spaceship and then wipe out all his potential species or aliens. But it wouldn't make sense, because the story had to play out the way it's played out. Not exactly the way it's played out so far, because there was a lot of stupid things. A lot of stupid things that didn't need to happen. They did not need to happen at all. The hybrids thing, I want to do a separate video for that one, because that whole thing as an idea is so stupid that no matter how well you sugarcoat the concept, I wouldn't buy it. If I was some super omega rich, one of the 5 that control the Earth thing, and you pitch that to me, I would say no thank you very much. What's the idea of wanting to be superhuman? What are we doing on Earth that you want to build a hybrid body to be superhuman? If you said you can copy your consciousness to another body and effectively live long, then yes. Run fast? Cool, why not? But the super strength is the part that gets me the most. I'm like, I don't see why that is a necessity. If you're saying have a hybrid body whilst you're on Earth and you're connected to it like the Matrix.
What do you mean by that?
So you're here having a human experience and then you want to experience what Mars is like. You could create some weird, wacky idea, just like the Avatar movie with the blue people, where you connect yourself to this surrogate machine and you get to experience another planet where the hybrids are on, and then or the hybrid machines are on. You get to, I don't know, spend half a day, spend some hours on Mars. But that's just a weird, wacky idea that doesn't need. you could use that as a starting base. This is where you want to take this thing. We're just testing the grounds for now. But as a main concept, I don't see how you can pitch that to anyone. I don't care how rich you are. It doesn't make sense. Even if you say, oh, we've perfected the technique so much now, we don't have to rely on children anymore. If you're saying old, extremely rich people, I guess, but just minus the super strength and minus the superpower. What's the super strength and superpower for? You're already immortal. You don't need extra strength. I'm not saying make the body fragile, but I don't know why it needs to be super strong where you're running so fast. That's not how our youth was like. So what is the pitch? What's the selling point? Super strong, super fast for what?
That's a good question.
If you're saying super strong, super fast to withstand any and all environments, any and all atmosphere in space, so we can go to any planet, then now you got me there. Now that sounds like a very good plan. You know, then if you're saying we're going to particular really, really, really dangerous planets where there are dinosaurs, for example, where teeth can just tear through your body real quick, or where if you land on a planet, there's so much the things in the atmosphere that as soon as you take off your helmet, you're going to just, you know, disintegrate. Cool. Or your lungs, you just explode. Fine. That one makes more sense to say you want to take humanity to the next step of evolution, where you copy their consciousness into the hybrid bodies, and then they can just go out into space and dominate any planet, exist anywhere. Cool. So how would you then discuss population?
What do you mean by that?
If a couple have copied their consciousness from their original bodies into this new hybrid body, and you've terminated the original bodies, and they want to have children, what's the solution behind that? How does that look? Because you can't have sex, or are you going to say you're going to perfect the hybrid thing so much so that you're going to give what the male hybrid I don't know, a super phallus?
What?
I don't know if Noah Hawley even thought that far ahead himself. Or maybe he did and they laughed about it the same way I'm laughing right now and just left it alone.
Come on, son.
So that's one of the reasons why I find the hybrid thing just nonsensical. I don't see the point of it, because again, you say you want to push humanity to the next stage of evolution and growth, and they conquer death. They remain immortal. Cool. But I still see some downsides to that. Some people might snap and crack.
You ain't lying.
Because they're living past their sell-by date. So what happens? Where's the? Do you have any classes? Any centers? Any rehab situation or any therapist session where you then have to coach people into their new existence where they can't die?
Nice.
Or technically, they can't die, but they can be shut down permanently.
That's what I'm talking about.
And then how about ownership? How do I know that after paying you this amount of money to Mr. Boy Cavalier, how do I know that this machine or this hybrid, this form is fully mine? So that's one problem. And then you have the other problem, like I mentioned earlier on. Children, families. What happens to having babies? What happens to copulation, to sex? I want to enjoy, or do you just have a pill, or you imagine yourself like a Demolition Man when Arnold, Sandra Bullock sat down and they had this gear on their head. So they're visualizing being intimate with each other. Maybe that's the future. Some people probably dig that.
Woo!
No mess, no ickiness, no goo here and there, no oops, mistaken pregnancy, you know? Or oops, I was cheating on my wife, now this lady's pregnant.
Damn!
I don't know if Boy Cavalier thought that far ahead. If you had said that the hybrid bodies were just for military purpose only, that makes sense, especially when it comes to colonizing other planets. When it comes to terraforming other planets and you don't want to risk human lives, then you can send out those hybrids who are weapons ready, very well trained, and they can withstand any climate, any environment, any atmosphere. It makes sense that would be your main area of expertise when it comes to terraforming new planets for humanity to live on. That sounds fine. That's cool. But children's minds, and to say eventually it's going to be adults' mind inside superhuman bodies who can't copulate. And even if you said you upgraded the hybrid design for intercourse, okay, then how do you then discuss the womb of a woman and the sperm of the man?
Get this man a shield.
Or of each hybrid? How do you explain having babies?
That's a good question.
How about the people who really love, their lives and thought, okay, let's extend this thing and see where it goes, but also want to have children? How do you even tackle that.
Don't ask questions.
The hybrid thing, right from the get-go, never made sense to me, unless if they had gone the route of, like I said, army or terraforming. Or maybe like living vicariously through the hybrids. You jack yourself in like the Matrix thing and just, you rent it out for an hour, 2 hours, 5 hours or whatever. Cool. Or like you have them as bodyguards. Cool. But then again, it's pointless. It's pointless. You might as well just have the synths or the androids. So the hybrid thing, nah, it makes sense to me. And it made it worse when you then included that Wendy has got 2 superpowers. One, she can talk, and she can hear the communication frequency of the xenomorphs, and she can talk to them. And then secondly, she can interfere with technology and open gates and open doors. How that happened, no one knows. I don't even know if the writer himself, Noah Hawley and co, know exactly what's going on there. And yet the viewers are left stuck like, okay, where did that come from?
You ain't lying.
I mean, even Boy Cavalier was like, oh, did we give that to her? That shit really got on my nerves. Yeah. How can you ask that question? This is your concept.
Willingly.
Yes.
I'm now adding the Teosellus to my list of aliens I wouldn't want to mess with or wouldn't want to encounter on another planet. Like the xenomorphs, they're easy. I feel they're easy targets now. You shoot them and you shoot them well, or you blow them up with an RPG. You could do the same thing with the bugs, the ticks, the inorganic eating and material eating bugs, and also the plant alien. But in terms of being stalked by each alien, the eyeball is the one I'm worried about first because it's highly intelligent and it'll take its time. But the ticks, however, those guys are dangerous. Those dudes can suck your blood and they can kill you in under a minute, man.
Damn.
In under a minute, that is highly scary, especially when you can't do nothing. That is, dude. And they can also, if ingested, they can feed off one's body from the inside. That's too much of a, it's too real for me. It's too real. I used to think the xenomorphs were really dangerous. You put your face in front of the egg, game over. The face huggers, however, they got me more afraid of them now than before. I used to, because when the Alien and Aliens came out, I thought, okay, those guys they felt more of an irritation. Like all I had to just remind myself is, if you end up in that kind of situation, I don't know how I would, just avoid putting your face in front of any egg material looking thing. Any orb, any shaped thing, don't put your face straight into the thing. But when Alien Romulus came out now, they said we need these guys afraid again. And not just afraid of the xenomorphs, but afraid of the face huggers. Those face huggers felt terrifying.
Yeah. You ain't lying.
Absolutely terrifying. I was like, yeah, you don't want to end up in a room with those things.
Willingly.
Yes.
Because their mission is to hug your face and give you that French kiss of death. It's their mission. It's their drive. It's a central function. There's nothing else. Not to play Ludo or play Uno or play basketball. Nah, I need to catch your face. And I wonder if they have that same ferocity towards other animals. I just wish this show at least had one face hugger chasing a cat or a dog in the show. Just to let the audience know, okay, they don't only go for humans as well. They can go for other creatures. That's something I haven't seen. And if they have, they need to do more of it. I haven't seen them do it for a long period of time in the Alien franchise. They could have done that with this particular series as well. They had 4 eggs, didn't they? 4 face hugger eggs. And then one jumped on Arthur's face, so it's 3 left. They could have had a random dog or a patrol dog from one of the soldiers who just found its way inside the freaking lab, and then, freaking facehugger came out and jumped on it. That would be so cool, because we haven't, if we have, I've forgotten. I've completely forgotten what it looks like when a facehugger attacks a dog. I want to see what it's capable of. Is it only humans all the time? Now I see why people were some people were satisfied with the Prometheus movie, because you're wondering who designed these creatures and why do they always go for humans only. Imagine that thing in the safari.
What? Damn.
Imagine a facehugger egg is put in the wild and it jumps on a freaking lion. What would a xenomorph look like? Chest bursting out of a lion. Is that possible?
Don't ask questions.
People keep saying, oh, go and read the comics. There's a particular run that's really cool. Cool, but outside of the comic, has that been done before, by the way?
That's a good question.
For you guys who know the lore, especially from the comics, has that been done? And what does that look like?
Nice.
Why hasn't Hollywood at least pushed that narrative? Since he gave Noah Hawley this thing and he messed it up, in my opinion.
Willingly.
Yes.
From my viewing experience, he trashed a lot of the lore. He played with it too much. 4 aliens that could have done some serious, real heavy damage. He went to go and bombard us with these stupid 5 hybrid children or 6 children. That story was not necessary at all. We did not need that. That wasn't a needed story. Introducing 4 other aliens new to the franchise. Now that's different, but at least show us what they're each capable of. Their highs and lows, their strengths and weaknesses. Man, this show could have been so much more. Could have been so much more. Too damn bad! The show is done, and I feel some of us are still talking about it on YouTube like myself because we were hoping it's going to be good. I didn't wake up jumping on the show to watch it just to trash the show, and I hope there's going to be a trash show so I can talk smack about it on my YouTube channel. No, it's freaking aliens, man. And then you introduce other alien species. I was so looking forward to it. I was like, I don't even know what's going to go on, but I was anticipating episode 4. The shit is going to hit the fan, and then we're going to see how each alien comes out. That's why I said the 2 bugs who eat inorganic material, they would have been the best choice of allowing or creating a scenario where the aliens or some of the aliens break out. That's right. And then so we can see what that plant creature can do. But it looks like once it just engulfs its target, which is a lot of work, by the way. So that means it doesn't eat anything bigger than itself, because it took a while to. You'd have to see what I'm saying. I'm pondering right now what that creature looks like as a day-to-day, like not even day-to-day. When it's hungry, how often does it eat? What's the size of its prey on the planet that they took it from? These little questions would have been questions that maybe Isaac would have asked. Then Kirsch would hypothesize, or based on its biology and based on its whatever, it would eat something or creatures as big as it or not too big, maybe slightly smaller, so that way the leaves or the mouths or whatever can just engulf the thing and slowly digest. Then the next question is, okay, so how many creatures or how many meals does it have in a day? And maybe Kirsch would respond, because of how its biology is composed, probably eats once a week. Just these little things so the viewers can just get a sense of, okay, that's how that one works. How about this one? That's why when they showed Isaac entering the room with such care, it didn't make sense to me, because it's like they low-key chose not to put those scenes in where Kirsch is discussing or is breaking down to Isaac the different attributes of the bugs or the aliens, the pros and cons, strengths and weaknesses, and yada yada yada. Maybe Noah Hawley and crew chose not to do that so they can give the excuse as to why Isaac went into the room full body. Damn! Full body inside a room with these bugs that can spit acid.
Come on, son. Get the fuck out of here with that.
There's no way he didn't know that. And even if he didn't know that, cool. That's why I said earlier on, all this dude had to do is call him and say, yo,
hello?
What you're doing is stupid. Leave the door alone. Or when Isaac opened the door with the keyboard, there should have been an override thing that states when there's no high level personnel in the room, no one has any access code to open the door for whatever reason. Even if it's an emergency, they'd have to call either Boy Cavalier or Kirsch. And another thing in regards to this hybrid, maybe I should save it for the other video. Where's the shutdown? Where is the shutdown? All the videos I made in the past, people would say, oh, you're complaining, you're just bitching because you want views, yada yada yada. Thankfully, I ain't no soft mind that would just hear all this nonsense and be like, maybe I should make another video. I went on YouTube and watched all other people trash the show as well. They asked the same questions I was asking. They mocked the show the same way I was mocking. So I was like, I'm not the only one. I'm not the only one. And I thought, okay, maybe because I'm just this brown dude on YouTube talking smack, people are getting upset. It's good to see a plethora of Caucasians ripping this show apart.
Yes.
Very satisfying.
You ain't lying.
Very, very, very satisfying. I kid you not. Especially the ones that say they love the franchise. I'm not like them in terms of they've read the comics as well. No, I've not read any Alien comic, nor do I have any full interest in. Someone did suggest in the comment section when I was doing a live a while back that I should check one particular run out. I was like, okay, cool, maybe. Even the games, no. There's no awesome Alien game out there for me that will make me feel this is a game I need to play. I mean, I played Devil May Cry, Ghost of Tsushima, Onimusha, God of War, dude, Sekiro. I could go on for the Tenchu. I played some awesome games. Some awesome games. Even Returnal. There's no Alien game as good as any of these games I've mentioned for my playing experience, where I'm like, I gotta buy this game because it was made well. If you made a game, an Alien game like Helldivers 2 or like, is it Lost Planet or The Lost Planet? I might buy it, but you'd have to make it very, 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 very well. Yeah. I feel Dead Space is a good enough contender. If you make an alien game like Dead Space, now you got my attention because that game was freaky. That game was very, very scary. Very, very good as well. Good story, but freaking scary and very dark. So that's how you make a game, or an alien game for people like myself to enjoy and say, yeah, we're going to play it. This TV show could have been a nice bridge between the next movie or the next movies to come, where you just introduce new things to play with. Or you say it's a self-contained thing. It's borrowing from the lore and making other things or new things as well. So don't take it too seriously in terms of the grand scheme of things when it comes to the alien lore. Then would give the show some leeway, but not all the way through. Not when you're making stupid decisions by opening a door and you're putting your full body inside. Nah. And the fact that Kirsch did not call him.
Hello?
Are you in the lab?
No, you left, so...
I had to fly to the mainland for a few hours.
Or lock the door because he was watching.
You ain't lying.
He was watching this dude do it. Only to fast forward after he died and whatnot. He then told Boy Cavalier it was a ship. Sheep. It was Tio Celis that did it. I was like, no, it's not. Tio Celis just took advantage of that one scenario. What? So now that means Tio Celis is having a conversation with Kirsch? Come on, son. He just took advantage of the whole thing. You saw it happening. You called Isaac and told him go and feed, and you asked him.
Is Curly with you?
No.
You who have you can tell with the tracking system where each hybrid is at. You call the boy. You ask him if Curly's there. He says no. Surely you know Curly's there. You have access to all the cameras on your little iPad. He lies. So we the viewers are like, oh, he's setting up a whole thing. He's got a plan going. Only to fast forward, he then shows the iPad to Boy Cavalier like, oh, look what happened. Tio Celis set the boy up. I was like, dude, you're blaming this eyeball. He just took a chance. He took a chance.
Step by step, follow protocols to the letter. The scientific method is a method, not a suggestion box.
It's not his fault. He just said, hey, silly fool. Let me nod your head up on this glass. Get your ass beat. I wouldn't even blame Tio Celis. That wasn't even a smart thing to do. A conniving, he planned that whole thing all this time. No, he just took a chance and said, let me see what will happen.
That's right.
Bam, against the glass. Dude got freaked out, door shut. Then he looked, the way he pulled back like, yeah, it was me, cuh. Your ass is fucked up now. Yeah, that's what's up. One down, all you motherfuckers to go. Dude, that head nod, that head tilt, that freaked me out. Because he practically moonwalked back in and tilted like, yeah, that's what's up, bitch. Now, Tio Celis is my favorite alien on the whole show. My favorite alien on the island, completely.
Nice.
I wonder what a showdown would look like between the xenomorph and the plant alien thing. I wonder what that would freaking look like. Dude.
You ain't lying.
Dude, I mean, it'd probably be like, yeah, they would both die. When the plant thing crushes or bites into or clamps down into the xenomorph, the blood acid just sprays and they both die, I guess. But didn't Kirsch say that its exterior is really hard, but then if it's in the inside, then it's game over?
Don't ask questions.
Yeah, I've already done a video about this, but drop in at the last minute that Mr. Boy Cavalier has severe ADHD.
What?
So my brain was like, so that means all the decisions, all the dumb decisions outside of saving himself by terminating his father. We don't know what happened to the mother though. He tells the story about the father, but doesn't tell the story about the mother. I wonder if Noah Hawley's like, I can't wait for these guys to look forward to season 2 so we can tell the story about the mother. Ain't nobody give a shit, bitch.
Damn.
Ain't nobody give a shit. But yeah, you're telling me all the ideas, bad and good ideas, or mostly bad ideas, to this point from Boy Cavalier all came from his severe ADHD mind.
Are you serious?
No, thank you.
You must be out of your goddamn mind.
No, thank you, Noah Hawley. You tried it. You tried the thing. You tried to make ADHD look bad. You tried it. Maybe the only one villain I can give the neurodivergent trait to is Syndrome from The Incredibles. That's the only one villain I can feel or think he might have ADHD traits for sure. But I will not sit down and allow the council or the high council of neurodivergent, neurospicy will not allow, nor will they welcome Boy Cavalier into the hall of greatness, the neurodivergent hall of greatness. No siree, Bob. You tried it, Noah Hawley. Yeah. You and your crew, or you and Co tried it, but it failed. Woo! I'm surprised there isn't more videos out there of neurospicy people saying that was a dumbass move on his part.
That boy is good.
Talking about he has severe ADHD. Get out of town.
Yes.
Anyways, boys and girls, that is me done. Let me know which alien creature you've seen in different movies so far you feel is more dangerous. Like you wouldn't want to come across this particular alien in your life. if you were in space or whatever, and this thing, you were going head to head, you're like, nah, screw it, self-terminate. There's no point, because you wouldn't win against this particular alien.
Damn.
If you want to be funny, you can put ET on your list. It's up to you.
What?
Any alien based on the movies you've seen that you feel this thing freaked me out, scared the shit out of me. I don't want to go head to head or come across this particular alien. Let a brother know in the comment section.
Woo!
Mine is still, for now, The Thing and the alien from Live, Die, Repeat with Tom Cruise. No, those two. Ooh. God damn! Nah, I'm good. Those guys are dangerous, man. They will have you question your mother and your father and yourself.